Today we're going to discuss how to create unstoppable belief. And we're going to take a look at the success cycle or the belief matrix on how to get that accomplished. The success cycle is comprised of 4 boxes: potential, action, results, and beliefs. Now, I don't know how many of you are sports fans out there, but I'm sure you're familiar with professional basketball, and perhaps a few of you are even familiar with the Philadelphia 76ers. However, I am certain that everyone in this group is familiar with Tony Robbins. Back in December 2014, the Philadelphia 76ers were on the verge of holding a world record for having lost the most consecutive games, 17 in fact, and they were well on their way to losing that one as well. Most people considered them at this point a team of losers. However, a phone call was made and Tony Robbins came in to speak to the group. He spent 3 hours going over what I'm going to discuss with you in the next 10 to 15 minutes. So it's really critical that you pay attention, because this has a lot to do with what we're currently studying in the Think and Grow Rich group. If you're struggling with accomplishing goals, finances, work performance, relationships, or any other issues where you're not performing at the level you want, you can use this formula to turn around just about anything in your life. Tony calls it the success cycle. The first box is belief or certainty. It all starts with your belief and the feeling of certainty that you can succeed at something. In essence, a belief is nothing more than a feeling with references. What I mean by that is that if you can imagine a coffee table and imagine the top of the table as your beliefs, the 4 legs constitute the references, the experiences, the proof that this belief exists on. We can knock down one of the legs of the table and weaken the belief. And if we can destroy all 4 references that created this belief, we can then begin to create and embed in ourselves a new, more empowering belief. And we'll discuss that in a second. Now, keep in mind that beliefs are neither true nor false. They just exist. They are. They're actually mental constructs. And in NLP, there's a statement that goes like this: the map is not the territory. Think of the map as your reality. Your reality is not true. Your reality is based on your beliefs. And beliefs are neither true nor false. They just are. It's the beliefs are the mind's way of creating meaning to all that it experiences. So, no belief is right or wrong. However, a belief can either be empowering or limiting, because they are the basis of what we think and consequently what actions we take. Now, how it works is if we have a little bit of belief or certainty that we can do something, then our subconscious mind only taps into a small amount of our potential. And as a result, we take a little action, if any. And since we take very little action, what do we get? Very little to no results. If you have ever tried to take massive action on a project or goal and you didn't believe that you had the ability or belief in the goal itself, you probably failed. You made excuses and found reasons to procrastinate on taking massive action on that, or any action at all. If we don't believe and we don't have a strong belief in ourselves and our abilities to achieve the goal, then many times we will talk ourselves out of taking any action. Does that sound familiar to any of us? Many times in life, we tackle new projects or goals with what Tony calls a rear view mirror approach. We're so busy looking back at our mistakes and failures and what we did wrong that we don't focus on what we really want. It reminds me of the time that I went and took a class to learn how to drive a racing car. And I got behind the wheel with the instructor, and his only instructions were, when you're approaching the wall, Bert, make sure you don't look at it. Make sure that you focus where you want to go. I said, no problem. So we started the car up, and I started bringing it up to approximately 120 miles an hour. And as I approached the wall, I started looking at it because I was very close, and I was concerned I was going to hit it. The instructor immediately grasped the steering wheel that he had. It was a dual steering wheel car, and turned it away from the wall, avoiding a catastrophe. He then stopped the car, took his helmet off, and said to me, Bert, you need to look where you want to go. If you look at the wall, we will end up as part of the wall. It's very critical when you're driving at these speeds that we focus on where we want to go. So he said, start the car. So I did. And this time I took the car to 150 miles an hour. Now, as I approached the wall, you would think that I would follow the instructions. But the human tendency is, in all of us, to look back, to look where we don't need to go, where we don't need to look. So as I started looking at the wall, he took my helmet, pushed my head so that I was forced to only look in the direction that we needed to go in. Consequently, we did not hit the wall. And I continued making the laps because now I began to focus on where I wanted to go. And it's the same thing in life. We sometimes are going at 150 miles an hour and we need to stop looking back. We need to stop looking at that wall and look at what we want. And we need to affirm it on a daily basis. You can't set a goal and just look at it once. It will not happen. And if it does, it happened by accident. And that's not a good thing because you can't replicate that. Once we have that belief or certainty that we can accomplish something, then what do we need is we need to access more of our potential. The more we believe that we can accomplish something, the more potential we can tap into. Now, you may be saying, I don't have that much potential. Other people have way more potential than I do, Bert. But it's not potential that is holding us back. All that is ever holding us back is our limiting beliefs, our negative attitudes, and our negative habits. For example, if you've been reading Think and Grow Rich, you know that there's Thomas Edison, Andrew Carnegie, Henry Ford. These were spectacularly successful individuals. They weren't geniuses. They didn't have the most potential. They were just ordinary people that first they knew what they wanted. They believed that they could get it, and they took massive action. Thomas Edison, his school teacher told him that he was too stupid to learn anything. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for being non-productive. Here's a man who held in his lifetime over 1,093 patents in his name, as well as patents in other countries, and he was told he was stupid. His main characteristic, according to Napoleon Hill, was that he had incredible persistence. In inventing the light bulb, he failed over 10,000 times in finding the right filament. What was his attitude? I haven't failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that it won't work. Would you try 10,000 times? Do you have that kind of persistence? How do you develop it? You believe in your goal. That's how you get it. It's belief in your goal that will make you try time after time after time after you failed. Because you believe in it so strongly. You believe in yourself, your abilities, and that you can accomplish the goal. And you will never quit. Walt Disney. He was fired by his newspaper editor because he lacked imagination and had no good ideas. Here's the man who is considered to be the king of imagination. And what does Walt Disney say? All the adversity I've ever had in my life, all my troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you. All these individuals had one thing in common. They knew what they wanted, and they believed with certainty that they could get it. They tapped into all their human potential, and they took massive action, and as a result, they got extraordinary results. I don't think anybody could argue that Walt Disney and Thomas Edison did not achieve amazing things that some of us would die to accomplish. And we can. When we believe with certainty that we can accomplish our goal, it allows our subconscious mind to tap into all our potential. And when we tap into all our potential, we can then take massive action. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're a business owner and you've earned $20,000 a month in the past, and you want to do it again this month. If you are certain that you can make the $20,000, and that belief is a certainty with you, then that certainty will give you the confidence that you need. Since you are now confident and know how to get your desired result, your subconscious mind recognizes this and allows you to tap into your full potential. and you will be able to figure out how to make it a reality. This will all come to you with an effective plan, and you will take massive action. You will probably take the same or similar actions that you took before to get the same results. What made the difference? You believed that you could do it because you had done it before. If you've ever accomplished a goal, any goal in life, and you look back on it, you will realize that the reason you were able to accomplish it is because you believed that you could. In the beginning of any undertaking, the difference between success or failure is whether we believe we can or cannot. Whether you believe you can or you cannot, you are right. And that brings us to results. Now that you have a belief with absolute certainty that you can achieve a certain result, you will be able to tap into your full potential and take the necessary actions to achieve the result you want. This is the same strategy or paradigm that all successful people have used, and it's why the rich get richer and the poor get poor. Because here's how it works. As you begin to believe that you can accomplish your goal, or you believe in yourself, you will tap into more potential. When you tap into more of your potential, you will take more action. When you take more action, you will get positive results. As you get positive results, you will be encouraged. You will have greater confidence because you got a positive result. And that will lead you to more belief and more certainty. And as you have greater belief and certainty, you will then begin to tap into more potential. And as you tap into more potential, you will take more action. And as you take more positive action, you will realize more positive results. It's a circle or a cycle. And that's why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The happy people get happier, and the sadder people and the sad people get sadder. It's all about our beliefs. So how do we change our beliefs? Because if beliefs are that critical, then we need to know how to change them. So let's get right to it. Number one, repeating something over and over again in a state of certainty with strong emotion, out loud, with enthusiasm, excitement, and passion will change our beliefs. That's why you have been instructed in this group to write down your definite major purpose, your goal statement, your vision statement, whatever it is, in the present tense. You want to write down what your goal is. What is the work or activities, the primary ones, the top 3 or 4 that you must do every day in order to achieve that goal. And then once you achieve that goal, what are the rewards? What is it that you're going to get by accomplishing this goal? List 3 or 4 that are about you, and 3 or 4 that are about others. Because many times we'll do more for other people than we will do for ourselves. But let's use both parts. And then finally, you want to make a statement of who you need to be. Because in order to change our limiting beliefs, we have to have new attitudes in order to generate new behavior. So if we believe we are lazy, if we believe we are stupid, we will never take action. So affirm what you want to believe. And you can figure out what are some of those things should be if you watch my personality test, which will indicate whether you're a lion, an elephant, a monkey, or a dolphin. And each of those personality traits are neither negative or positive. They're just about you and how you will react to any situation instinctively. So if you're a monkey like me, a promoter personality, you're great with people. You love being around people. And you like to take charge. But what do we hate? We hate to be scheduled. We hate to be organized. We hate to be disciplined. So in my statement, what do I say to make sure that I build that into my definite major purpose statement or goal statement? Well, here's part of it. I am a worthy, deserving man of action that easily and effortlessly accomplishes all my daily tasks. I am scheduled and organized, and I am consistently finding and driving massive traffic. What else do I say? I am disciplined, responsible, laser-focused, and punctual leader who completes all my tasks. Because I think very quickly and grasp things very fast, I have a problem with being flexible sometimes, or understanding, or patient. So one of my statements is, I am flexible, understanding, and patient in dealing with others. If I affirm that every day with passion, excitement, and enthusiasm, at least twice a day, and maybe a few other times silently, what will begin to change? My beliefs. I will then begin to believe that I am a flexible, understanding, and patient person in dealing with others. And then my behavior will be that of somebody who's flexible and patient in dealing with others. And then I will achieve my goal. Now, there's a second part. There's 2 steps to changing your limiting beliefs. And that second one will be revealed on Saturday on the Think and Grow Rich call at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or if you're registered for the DMPS Goal Vision Statement Workshop on Thursday, July 11th at 7:30 p.m. So if you haven't registered for the workshop, get on it, because this thing is going to blow your mind. You're going to learn more stuff than you ever need. And by the time you leave there, you're going to have an unstoppable goal vision statement that you can begin to put in action immediately and use both of these steps that you're going to learn to change your beliefs and begin to take action. Massive action, and achieve extraordinary results. I hope you'll join us. I hope this presentation has helped you. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments below, or you can message me as well. Thank you very much.